Champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like a offspring.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. That is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback, and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 24, check 24. Jim. Watch the ship. 13. Watch the ship. Hey, middle.
From the gun, Jackson. And Jones has it over the middle. Just 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. Caught on the right side by Jones. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton.
Jackson's pass.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
Watch twins. Switch it. Ozzy. Shut up. You. Show it. Hey. What that is? It's up. Shut up.
From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. He can run for it, and he will. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. Lamar Jackson, 38 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, CD, that was a well-orchestrated drive by Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, and how about the way he capped it off, too? Orchestrate the drive and then let everybody know exactly who the guy is on the field. You've got to watch at every play. Finishes it off with a touchdown run.
And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Panthers 7, Packers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon, able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Block off of play action. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. It's caught at the 10. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 57 yards. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Another drive for Mixon. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Lock now on 3rd and goal. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
From the 36, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers 7, Packers nothing.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fast justice for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with third and just a yard.
And it's third down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The tackle
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Packers.
A toss left, Mixon. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Locke forced out to his left. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Akers, 58 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
This is Gibson. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He finds Dorsett. It's complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. Taron Johnson made the stop.
On the carry.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 45 on 2nd down, Locke. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Shotgun snap to Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, They want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On the ground, it's Akers. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here's Akers. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
At the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Aaron Donald. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, Jackson to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 26-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, try to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Locke. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Locke working out of the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He completes this to Sutton. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made.
Jackson's
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And Jackson throwing once more. Got a man open. It's Sutton. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Switch gears.
He may try and run for this. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
At the 25-yard line.
He's coming. Double up. Hey, middle. Check 4. Yeah. Shoot. Check 50. Report. Sit up. Sit up.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Sit up. Check. Raise it up. Sit. Ready. Shot. Get up.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Stays on his feet. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
On the keeper.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The kick by McManus is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Oh, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful at getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way to get it done.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out. on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Complete.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 43 is the mic.
From the gun to give to Mixon. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Mixon on the carry.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd down.
From midfield, here's Locke. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
4th down.
Now Locke, got to have this one. Buying time to his left. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
47-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, report. Report. Let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
Yeah. Hey, middle. Ready? Watch 98. 98.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. That escapes the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up. Kill. You.
Jackson from the shotgun. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Hey, middle. Come. Under 10. Ready? Shot.
From the gun, it's Jackson. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 32 on the play. From the gun, it's Locke. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
To throw it is Locke. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
10 yards.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one?
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
2nd and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Here's Locke back near his goal line. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Locke, he's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for Jakeem Grant.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap to Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Joe Mixon. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Today's final score.